Dude, I wouldn't call it a shove each other thing. It was two hits, him hitting Trevor hitting the floor.
Let's go.
Yes. I mean, honestly, like watching those two pretend they're about their life was actually priceless. It's like none of y'all could actually fight, so just stop. TKN, you mean?
What was the song so I could put in my thing?
What's that?
What was the thing so I could put it in my
It was 7th Nation Army.
7? Hey, here we go!
No, Jason, Tim and Troy.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I like Troy a lot. All right.
That's the song. That's what the song's called.
Yeah, it's like bum. You know how the beat goes, right?
That's a really good game. I knew it was going to be once I saw the matchup. Or being a 1-9 or whatever it is, it's a solid quarter.
Sierra Land, Jasmine Martinez. Sierra Land, Jasmine Martinez. Cool. Hey, let's test your heads. Hold on for a second. Just want to bring this over to you. Make sure we can hear each other. Put that on for a minute. In the night, I hear you call.
Are you singing to me?
Yes, I'm. Sokolowski.
We can't take it for granted.
All right, winners court 2. You guys ready?
Yesterday, I was like, oh, cool,
Yep.
we're winning this match.
Sierra Land, Jasmine Martinez.
We're Jay's gonna announce you guys, so you guys know. Okay, just go to the end line and he'll announce you in. Is that cool? Lena, can you nod? Can you hear me? Lena, Katie, did you hear me? Yeah, cool. Yeah, come on, Lena. Ty Coots, you are a beautiful man.
Yeah, it's been the same way and it was.
No? I just said I won't step further than
Yes, I'm ready. The question is, are you guys ready? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, Center Court has a winner's bracket match. Oh, what would that be? Let's keep that going. Introducing first, from Boise State, she landed a good partner. Jasmine landed a good partner. Her name is Sierra Land. And her partner, I'm not going to talk about colleges. She's 17.
Gotta turn the mic up.
She was at the AAU first. She was at AAU making sense. She's making sense today in the winners bracket. Ladies, Aspen, Ramirez! And their opponents need no introduction. Champions 2 years ago. Opponents last year. Introducing first. She has children. She raises children. She's an alpha. She's got an alpha for a husband. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Katie Pyles! And her partner, you can control her. Sokolowski, a boogie, woogie, woogie. The Ukraine sensation from Kiev. Put your hands together for the reigning, defending Motherlode champion, Lena Sokolowski! All right, you know the rules. Follow my instructions at all times. If you want to shake hands, now's the time.
I think it went out.
I think we pulled the cord out. Oh, sorry.
Good job.
Didn't need a mic. Fuck that mic. Who needs a mic? Someone come from church like, good Lord.
Alright, don't embarrass me.
Nice. Ladies and gentlemen, we are ready. Buckle up. Sokolowski, Pyles, Land, Martinez, and here we go. Wow, starting this match the same way she finished her previous one. Wrist away, hard cross court, Lena Sokolowski. Sokolowski went to Louisville. How about that? And I'm going to be joined by that other Martinez, the man with the plan. Sorry. The most interesting man in the world. Ryan, what's up?
What's up, man? How you doing?
All right. So we are going to make sure we are objective. No, I'm just kidding.
Very fair. I got you.
All right, let's get that score. Actually,
2-0.
2-0.
Out of breath.
You're
That's
in charge of score.
All right. Great
I
introduction.
was. I'm
That's
trying to get my
breath,
second
man.
win.
Pretty good. I was ready to jump on the court and play.
I think I woke up Jeff. Jeff was taking a nap, minding his own business. All right, we got a wrist away. Doug looking for 3. Lena. Oh, good dig.
What's up, Jeff?
Jazz transition, jumbo shrimp. Really hard to get over that one, huh?
Yep.
But man, is she a good reader. Third attempt, teardrop. And maybe that's how you beat the longer and leaner players, right?
Yeah.
Right, coach?
Yeah. Stepping back, not being able to move forward. Great shot.
Yeah. Martinez, terrific job at AAU's. Fantastic job. Quarterfinal results for both.
Yeah.
Her and her partner, who we both agreed was kind of a cave troll. Teardrop for teardrop. There's your line over. Thank you.
Yeah, they played. They were out there for about 2 weeks. They BBCA, AAU, and AVP. Took third at BBCA, quarterfinals at AAU.
Well, since I got you here in the booth with me, as we get a pretty good pass by Lands, let's call this. There's your line over, and you know she didn't really have to turn. She could have just wristed it, right?
Yeah, just right
and
out.
would have been happy, right? And now we got 4-1. So since you are the most interesting man in the world, and you know a little bit about everybody, tell me 1 or 2 things you thought Jasmine did well from pretty much, I guess, from like April to the present. And wow, I think that's an ace.
That was
That's
an ace,
5-1.
yeah.
Wow.
Oh, maybe. Yep.
Yep.
5-1.
There it is. What's yeah. So give me 1 or 2 things where you thought she showed significant improvement, like from April to the present.
Controlling emotions at a young age is key to making it, in my mind, making it deep. And from last year to this year, she was just went in and played instead of stressing out about, recruiting and coaches, and that kind of stuff gets to kids. They try a little harder. They play outside their game to impress, the college coaches. This year she went in, and her and her partner were just having fun and smiling. So it was great to watch.
Yeah, nice. Great. Hey, great zone 4 pass. Inside set. That's right up Sokolowski's alley.
Oh, yeah.
High percentage shot. Man, just hard to stop.
Yeah, she's big.
Yeah. And system, too. It's just increases the percentages.
Definitely have to get this team out of system.
Wow. And the game of the Mikasa tape. Mikasa versus Mikasa.
Yeah.
Today's another beautiful day, huh?
Yeah, great day for Aspen. We have a little bit of weather moving this afternoon, but it's the mountains. It'll come and go.
Yeah, you're right. We had a little micro rain yesterday.
Ooh, got that
Right?
ace.
When everybody left, right?
Mm-hmm.
The rain's like everybody's gone. Nobody knows I'm here. Let
Yeah.
me just come down a little bit, wet the grass, make it nice for the grass players tomorrow to slip.
Yes, slide everywhere, slip and slide over there. I was watching some grass yesterday, and I was like, "How are they doing this?"
I agree. There goes land again, zone 4, and that's probably the result they're looking for. And it's too bad you got a ball on court. That was a potential down
Ooh,
ball.
it was,
Maybe,
yeah.
maybe not.
I
But
don't know. Down ball from
yeah.
her is still down.
But you see the strategic, right?
Yeah.
They served there the first time, and she got a perfect pass. But as you know, it's more about constant pressure than looking for like fast results.
Yep.
And wow, Lena just read the entire defense. And believe it or not, she took something off of that. An otherwise still hard hit.
Yeah. Nice high hit over a block, around the block. She's such a great player.
Yeah, who are they going to go to? I wonder. Who are they picking? Yep, they're going after Sierra. Sierra Land, and we got a little activity from the other court, spreading on the other court, and Figgy. Figgy's like, I'm not going after that ball.
Nope. How are you liking it up here so far?
It's for me, every time I come up here, it's magical. You got this long drive because I don't like to fly, but you come up here and it's like this place that television shows are made of. Like you had a dream. You had a dream. You came here, then you woke up.
Yeah,
Like
it's
I was
so
at this
beautiful.
place where the mountains are beautiful, the music's nice, the people's nice, the food is terrific. Steakhouse 316 for anyone local watching this, and for anyone visiting Aspen, terrific steakhouse. Uh, don't come dressed like a schlemiel. And there's a teardrop, and again, she's a side-out machine, and I actually like the serving strategy because the first one I was like, okay, Leona just made the second move and midlined it. But anytime you get her to angle her platform on her left, sometimes that ball goes more towards the antenna than
Yep.
towards the target, right? Oh, there it is.
We got to switch at 6'8".
And switch 8. Where's she looking at for school, I wonder? What team
She is gonna go play with Colin at Coastal Carolina. She's so stoked for
is-
it. Yeah.
Nice. Colin's a real one. Colin was with us at Endless Summer for 6 months
Oh, nice.
when he was in the South Bay.
Yeah, I'm really impressed with him. He's a good guy, good coach. Like his style. He came down to Sandia, and they you ever seen the bingo checklist for volleyball?
No.
They made a bingo card before the tournament, and they have to hand set it with my head, or different things they had to do through the whole tournament, like fun stuff, and they had to fill the whole bingo card before the tournament was over.
Jeez. Wow. All right, 9-6 people. This is one after the switch. I expect them to keep going to Sierra. Yep, zone 1. Back set. Good job mixing it up. That's a great job mixing up the back set. And
Yeah,
if
I
I
do
were
like that.
guessing, man, the coach in me said that they didn't have a contingency call for the peel,
No.
for the pull on that back set. You could tell by body language that they did that on the fly.
Yep.
Back to Lena, back to zone 4. Saw the midline?
Ooh, on 2. I
Yeah.
saw it.
And
Yeah.
did you see
I
that?
saw that.
She, instead of angling her platform, she literally made a second move. And that's that indoor, I guess, right?
It's
She
got to be.
played at Louisville.
Need to get him out of system by making her force her angles.
Pretty good pass. Wow. Nice court vision. Waited as long as she could. And timing's everything when you have such a good blocker, a good high IQ blocker like Lena Sokolowski.
Yep.
Yeah. I think that's one of the things that from indoor to the beach that that translated immediately.
The blocking.
Yeah.
She's a really good active blocker.
Jeez. Elevator up to the penthouse. It's 11-8. Who's that peeking out my window? Nobody, because I live in a penthouse. My goodness.
She's got the touch of a defender for sure. Power and precision is deadly.
There's the jumbo. And is that in the game of inches?
Ooh.
All body language says that
out.
it's out.
Right shot though.
Yeah. And it is a matter of game of inches when you have someone that peels that has such a high reach.
Reach. It's hard to get that pokey over someone that big.
Right. We think of Phil. We think of Kerry Walsh.
Yeah.
We think of Taryn Cloth, who I think has shown significant improvement on peeling and just
Getting their hands up.
the hands together. Or if they're going to be open hand, definitely have to be together. But I think the best one right now in the world is the Brazilian team, the best team in the world, and the Olympic gold medal
yeah.
champion, Anna Patricia.
Yes.
Her peel on the line cross.
It's just unfair.
Yeah,
It's like having, if you don't put the ball where you keep her up, it's just like having two defenders back there.
no doubt. And here we are at the technical timeout. Yeah, and let's talk a little bit about the Olympics. I thought that's what Brazil did well. I thought she has something I call a dip and pull that requires some athleticism,
Yep.
and a lot of stiffer bigs can't do that.
Yeah.
So she's dipping, right? And when you think she's going back up, she's dipping, and then has that giant step
And she's back
backwards, and 1.5 steps. That's like 10 feet.
She's
know,
got
and
the
like,
whole
yeah.
court.
Yeah.
She does such a good job. And it's so hard to have a touch like that
Yep.
as a blocker. You just don't see very much of it.
It's true. And also, let's talk about the moment, the musical moment. Right, there's a little bit of fuss at the net
Yep.
with Brandy Wilkerson and Anna Patricia, and then they play Imagine.
That's wild. Yep.
Everyone was,
was-
smiling,
it
but
was
you know who
great,
wasn't
yeah.
smiling? Anna Patricia.
She was not happy.
Oh my goodness.
Right down the street. That's a 2,000-pound medal.
Jeez.
Good Lord. Yeah, we got a few bears out here in Aspen that they claim are more scared of us than we are of them. But based on that picture I saw,
That is not a bear I think he's going to be afraid of me.
no, I need someone a little bit more muscular. Got Jeff Samuels warming up on court 1. We'll definitely give you some clips of that during the technical timeouts and in between sets. We have a 4-camera switcher here, so we can go to court 1.
Your daughter looks exactly like Chloe Grace Moritz.
Like who?
Chloe Grace Moritz?
Who's that?
Actress.
Oh, I
Be a body double in movies for her because I swear to God, you'll know exactly.
Served to zone 1.
Peripheral. She was on Nickelodeon.
I'll look it up.
Wow, what a dig. Transition. Katie gets dug. Looking to get to double digits. Jasmine, good peel and dig. We were just talking
about that touch
And
Oh.
oh my goodness, beats the I formation.
with the lefty.
Yeah. And you saw the last minute switch on the 3, right?
Yep.
Maybe do it rocking 3 blocks and 4 block switches against Lena might not be the best strategy. I think you could still disguise yourself and still do
I
just a
do.
1 and 2.
I do. I think that some people and some players get caught up in running plays too much.
Right. There's a much needed side out. Sierra lands one.
I like that. Yeah, I think you can overplay plays, and then the player gets in a groove watching you move, knowing that you're going to run a play, so they don't even worry about you staying still.
Yeah, and the problem, I mean, I really appreciate the disguise of the 4 and the 3 switch, but the worst case scenarios always requires a second move or like a stop and reverse.
Yeah.
You know? Like, for example, if you're doing a 4 block switch and if they do short, they work a shorty, you have to now make a second move
To
for
get
that
that. Yep.
shorty, unless it's something you just did
Yeah.
on the hot read or scouted out as like a professional.
Yeah. It does cause problems for people. But I mean, like I said, if you start overrunning, there are shots that you just can't.
Wow.
You can't pick up if you're running a system play.
Katie Pyles piling it on. 4-point lead in this first set. For those of you that just joined us, we are live. I'm with Ryan. I'm with Coach Ryan. I'm Jason DeBillias. And this is a winner's bracket match. Nearest to us are the reigning defending champ at the net, Lena Sokolowski, and
Ooh,
her runner-up.
big block trying to go short on her.
2 years ago, they'd won the Motherlode. They beat Carly Wopat and Katie Spieler 2-0. So they are very familiar with each other. And last year, they were opposing teams.
Yep.
And Lena had won that. So Katie decided if I can't beat them, join them. Back together.
A reunion.
Yes. But that's not the story. We knew how good they were going to be. Here's the story. The story is this 17-year-old phenom that's just a digging machine, passing. I called her the transition queen when she was playing in the juniors month in the South Bay. That's Jasmine Martinez setting and Sierra, and that's what she wanted. And they need to take a look at that because I thought that hit the outside part of the line.
So did I.
And yep,
Uh-oh.
she got stung. Was that a bee or a cramp? Something.
I will be back.
Yes, please. Yes. Hey, Coach Candace, I have a 4-camera video switcher, so I got court 3 right here while they're doing that. Uh-oh, I don't have court 3. We're going to stay here for a minute. I'm actually going to situate court 3. This is my bunkered cam, but I have court 3, which is showing all men's. And then tomorrow, the semis and finals will be on this court.
Let's go.
So, yeah, that turns out she stepped on a bee. So we got a little stop in the action. It turns out that Jasmine Martinez stepped on a bee, and she took a little bit of a hop, and it looked like either a foot cramp, which is a pretty common thing in the South Bay, but the way she stepped and how fast she lifted her foot, she stepped on something that was telling her you don't belong here. And Coach Candace, like you just said, let's go to court 3 as we watch warm-ups. This is another winner's bracket match. Jeff Samuels is playing with the Olympian. Jeff is playing with Sam Schachter. And that'll be a match of interest. And every time there's a technical timeout, and every time there is between sets, we'll go to that court. And then the next live stream after this one, we will air the winner's bracket match in its entirety. So the match after this will be exclusively on the men's court. But this is a winner's bracket match with the reigning defending champ, Lena Sokolowski. And I actually thought this better suited because for the people watching, you want to see get after it volleyball. You don't want to see a feeling out process. You don't want to see people going through the motions. And this is super appropriate because these 4 ladies do not take a playoff, and it's been absolutely fun, But of course, I mean, I'm very, very anxious and excited to see Jeff play with a partner that's as good as him or better than him with respect to his previous partners. Think I got it covered? Is that covered?
You got it all.
17-12. They continue to go after land. There's the set we're looking for. Wow.
Great touch shot. Get her to pull.
Cool. How you like that set, Coach?
I do. I like it. I like making her have to decide to pull and not battle her at the net. She's too big at the net. Make her move. Make her get mobile.
I agree. They say shoulders to the pole, right?
Yep.
In system, shoulders to the net. Out of system, shoulders to the pole. The John Mayer way, if you will.
Yep.
Not the singer, people. Not the singer.
He's good too, though.
Yes. Hey, Coach, when you get a chance, click like and share whatever this way, because as the playoffs deepen and some of the more popular players are the only ones left in a winner's bracket, I would just love the viewership. And the advantage is our semis and finals are on Monday, right? Chicago's finishing today. You got fours in the South Bay finishing today. You got a small tournament north of the pier in Hermosa finish. All of these things finishing today. What's up?
Good on you.
We got 1914. Mama Samuel's in the booth saying hi.
Hanging out.
Yeah.
Too
How
many.
much does this woman love me? She said, there's a karaoke spot Monday after the finals.
There is.
No, yes.
Downstairs. It's the locals thing, but it is all the players stay and hang out and do the karaoke on Monday nights. It's a lot of fun.
Nice.
Definitely
Another
a
serve.
hidden gem.
There's a better serve out of zone one. But Sierra's you know what? I think she's been passing really well. And I think the set's there. And I think what I'd like to see her do is when you see the pull, just go middle. Go
Yeah.
middle. I mean, you're the coach, so we can talk strategic.
Yeah.
First set, let's go to the other court while we're doing that. Yeah, talking strategic a little bit, right?
Do you like
They
that?
always say when you're in a fiddle, go to the middle, but I'm very interested to see if you go middle. Is the puller going to take it, or is the defender going to come in and take it? And that will tell you from there how you proceed with that. right?
Correct. So, like, if you're playing with a blocker that is mobile and can move,
Mhm.
and you guys have that conversation, a lot of the time the puller will get that seam because if the defender steps in the seam on a hard hit ball, they're giving up all their angle and all their the cut shot. So it's a free ball shot if the hitter sees it.
Okay.
So I think it's a conversation you have between the two, and what the other team's doing to you. Like, oh, they like to hit that seam ball every time if we pull.
Right.
Find their habits.
I've been watching Kristen Nuss and Taryn Cloth play a little bit, and they are very, very good at that conversation.
Yes.
It is my theory that like Taryn, once the hitter contacts it, she's just stopping.
Yep.
Because what she doesn't want to do is keep going and have Kristen think she keeps going. Then she stops, Kristen stops. Boom, clean shot.
Yep.
So sometimes you just see her stop and turn.
Yeah.
And then Kristen,
That's just that
and then
chemistry that they have.
then Kristen
Yep.
does what she does best, right? They're in the finals right now.
Yep.
Don't mean to spoil it for people for the AVP, but they're in the finals for Chicago. Looking the 4-peat, coach.
You good?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna watch you, and as soon as you leave, then I know that
I'm leaving after this match. I'm going up.
How about that? They are trying to 4-peat.
Yeah. They just had a bad game in the Olympics, I felt like, but they lost to a really good team. They shouldn't have been playing that team so early.
I agree. Yeah. Well, if I get a little personal about TKN, I would say that I was extremely sad when they lost
I was
because
too.
they get you to care about them, right? And then you take this journey with them, and then that crowd size gets bigger.
They're
My
fun for
wife
the
was
AVP.
like, "You look like your dog just died." She was just and that she would be right. That's probably how I looked. I didn't want to talk to nobody. I was just uber depressed. It's gonna reset all scores, and then boom, and then it shows up like that. Leads 1-0 on the.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, isn't that cool?
That's pretty cool.
Hey, we're back to set 2, man. Enough about me. Let's call the action. And my goodness, Katie Pyles loses the shirt, gets a little bit of sun. And look at that top. Look at that cool
Gee, that
top.
was a cool top. How do you like the top?
We're struck silent. I'm a man of many words and had nothing to say. There's the middle. There's that middle shot. And now it at least sets up your down ball, free ball
Yup.
situation where you could,
Ooh.
where that's the result, right? Where we
Right
can
there.
create this constant pressure.
My biggest thing is with coaching is I always tell people you don't have to side out, but if you can get the other team to free ball you a ball and they're out of system, it might as well be a guaranteed point.
Absolutely. I mean, all 4 competitors have heart. They're always going to die for everything. But like you were saying, technique wise,
Yeah.
show me someone with a lot of heart. I'll show you someone I can beat up for an hour straight. Just keep constant pressure. Keep it going.
Keep going.
Yeah.
How'd you feel about the AVP little shove match? Did you see it?
I was kind of laughing. Well, let me start from my personal perspective. I grew up in this neighborhood in Brooklyn, Flatbush Avenue, is no, I mean, brings new meaning to the term hood, right?
Yeah.
So when I grew up, I'm not. I know that I'm not about that life, but when you grow up, you look around and you know who is and who isn't.
Yeah. Who? Yeah. You
So
know.
when you're watching them push each other, the first part of me, I'm like, y'all not gonna fight. Y'all not
No.
about that life. What are you even doing?
Neither one of them.
Why are y'all doing that? But then there was this sports perspective, like an ex-NBA player, right? You get shown up too much in the NBA, they
Yep.
will follow you and they will,
Yeah.
make contact and draw that
A
line
little
in the
more
sand,
physical. Yep.
and that's what we saw Chase do. Chase got a little NBA on him.
There's a little.
You
Yeah. He got a little
Yeah.
basketball come out in him.
He might have been ready to throw too, but
Yeah.
he always created distance. And when Trevor tried to walk away, he walked with him,
Yep. And
to
yeah.
see if he still wanted that sauce.
And that is definitely all
yeah.
basketball right there.
Yeah. For me, I just found it bizarre that everyone was surrounding Trevor to make sure Trevor didn't do anything when he wasn't the one that got shoved. I was just like, this
Yeah.
is bizarre. There's an ace, and it looks like they're picking up exactly where they left
Left
off
off.
the first set. Identical 5-1.
Very
5-1
timid playing
leads.
right now. We were out here talking after we watched the shove match, and I do agree they're not about that life. But
It's just
we were, in your opinion, who do you have in that? Who do you got?
who do I got? I got Chase because
Ooh.
Chase has the element of surprise. Like
Okay.
Chase already looks like he's mentally prepared.
Okay.
Like if Trevor has a shirt on, he's probably thinking, I'm gonna pull this guy's shirt over his head.
Yeah, yeah.
Whatever. So he's all ready to counter. Where Trevor, it looks like he'll take 5 shots just to land one.
Yeah.
Because
He's
these elite athletes think they're unstoppable.
Yep.
So that would be interesting. I don't know.
I took the Hawaiian power. You know how those Hawaiians have an extra strength.
Yes.
Man.
Yep.
Yeah, that was a big conversation last night. Everybody was taking bets. It was pretty funny. I thought it was great
Yeah.
to you rarely see that kind of stuff in volleyball. And I do love how competitive they were getting to do it. You know what I mean?
And Trevor, look, there's people take exception. In volleyball, guys, the live stream as Katie gets sets up that option beautifully for Lena. You don't go under the net under any reason, but this was unique because it was a switch.
Right.
So he had the little this and then walked across the net with that same body language. And I'm just laughing because the entire time, every time that Chase plays that team, he tells Miles, whatever they do, don't do anything back. Just ignore and forget about it. So he's always the first one to tell Miles that. And here he is.
Doing it. Oh, man. I love it since the Olympics. If you noticed the Twitter fight they've been having.
Yes.
Oh, man. It's so great to see. I love that kind of stuff.
I always have this thing, read again before you post. Free ball situation on the attack. There's the one over. I love the disguise.
Yep.
She looked like she's going for an option pass and then
just waited for it.
And then Katie Pyles doing Katie Pyles things. Yep. Yeah, so when I heard Rich Lamborn or whatever, who do you think would win in the fight? I was just like, it's not a fight. Stop. Stop.
Yeah.
They're elite athletes, and I respect that. But the elite athletes have this thing where they do this one thing so well, all of a sudden they think they can have a red, white, and blue shield and fight crime. You can't. That's stop. I could do MMA. No, you can't.
No.
Dude, you train UFC? What? Shut up. So, sorry, Coach Candace. We're going to talk a little bit more about volleyball. And here's what I don't like about this match. If you're as soon as you give up 3 points, call timeout.
I agree.
And that's where the youth and inexperience comes into play as they continue to go back to land. It's going to be 8-4. Yep. And why not? Her run got interrupted, but the damage was done. But when you consider the score and how they've been playing,
it's pretty interesting. You would think it'd be a little, you would think it'd be a bigger lead right now.
Yeah.
They do look a little nervous and out of system.
Yeah, good game management by the youngsters, though. I mean, I give them that, right?
Yep. They're not folding.
And here they are. Next thing you know, team that was down 5-1, the next switch is 8-6.
Yeah. Get a little momentum. Anything can happen. Always say, if you let a team take you to a 3, you ask for whatever happens.
I like we reverse polarity on their youth and inexperience to their experience. Wow.
I don't know about that.
Silence.
Yep.
for Katie Pyles on that swing. The set might have been a little Chewbacca action.
Yeah, a little bit. A little bit. High and fast. I mean, that's what the game's going to, it seems like.
No doubt. 6-9. There's the perfect pass she's looking for.
What a shot.
And I was actually going to say I'd love to see more back sets, but if this is where she found her rhythm, maybe stay there with that.
Yep.
Thoughts?
I agree. Or maybe some options too. Like, you got to start playing a little more chess right now.
Yeah. Wow, that time they're going after Katie, and I guess the Lena Sokolowski experiment is done.
I think
We'll
so.
go back to Katie on this.
You would have to get Lena out of system for that strategy to work. She's such a great passer.
There's the up and down pass, perfect pass, and
Ooh, too
there's
tight.
the jump in
Yep.
on that three. We were talking
Yep.
about that jump in on that three. I think it might have just. I didn't even see Katie switch on that. She just kind of stayed.
It was a late block, kind of got him, set it tight, thinking she wasn't going to be at the net, and
Yeah.
there she was.
They're going to go back to her. And did they go up and down to the middle, or do you think
Wow.
that hit the ground and 12-7?
This is another thing we talked about. This is another opportunity to call your timeout. But do you call a timeout with 2 points coming right before attack, or do you?
No. If I were going to call it, it was going to be at 5-1, or it's going to be at 4-0.
Yep.
Or 3-0. You know, if you watch the international games, sorry, we got a good transition play happening here. There's Jazz. Play out of the middle, great string creation, and who's got the Jazz? She's got the Jazz.
She's got the Jazz.
Who's got the Jazz? She's got the Jazz. So, yeah, for me, very much with the international players, 3 points, automatic timeout.
Automatic timeout.
You need to save you from yourself.
Yep.
And if you're an indoor coach and you're one of those people that wait, enlist someone, enlist an assistant, volunteer assistant, get your kid, get your wife if she plays a sport. Have someone sitting next to you to save you from yourself.
Correct.
And here we are at the technical timeout. And let's go to court 1. A match of interest.
It's a pretty good game.
9-8. Well, anyone that plays against Jaffa, you'll always see the game 9-8.
Ooh,
And then somewhere at the technical timeout or after, Jeff shows he's interested in winning, or
I always say you see the better team at the technical start taking over because they've already figured out the team.
My goodness. Educate me on their opposition.
What do you mean?
Jeff's going against
I can't see that.
Yeah.
Who is that? So Alec.
Right. I know Alec, right? The other guy's new.
He's new.
No.
Yeah. Alec usually plays with his buddy, the crop top twins.
Yes.
Love that name. When I saw
crop
them,
top
yeah.
twins.
I think his partner is hurt this weekend.
Right.
Yeah, that's it. I've never seen this guy. He's a big dude.
Wow, good hang time and balance on
Yep.
that one. How about that, huh?
Anytime you can shoot over Jeff, you've got to be up there.
I was just watching the air time between the blocker and header, and it looked like time slowed down.
Yeah.
And I'm like, are they ever going to land?
Let's meet at the top and see what happens.
Yes. Who's elevated? Which penthouse
Yeah.
are we peeking out our window? Which penthouse? Or we're back from the technical timeout. Katie Pyles looks terrific.
She looks good. She's playing
She's
really well.
absolutely jacked. Looks like she's in the best shape of her life.
Best volleyball I've seen her
Having
play.
children be darned, right? Oh, wow. It's pretty good coverage as far as close as you can be without literally being under the net and coming the other way to cover that. Lena Sokolowski doing Sokolowski things at the net.
That's a big ball to be putting. Got to be a better option.
Yeah. We'll talk about that in a minute as we get a good transition play here. That is.
Hey, catches the
there's-
line.
Yeah, and finally a bit of an exhale, right?
Yeah.
You don't want to be the shorter team and the team that doesn't win the longer rallies. So when you finally get that long rally, you're like, okay, now I can play volleyball like a mammal, you know?
Those rallies, if you don't get them and you're the shorter team, it can really deflate you. Especially a juggernaut, a team like this.
Served to zone 1 and Katie.
Oh, jeez.
there's just something about knowing where she's gonna hit, right? And you're playing the right spot. You're checking all the boxes, and she gets the kill anyway. In system volleyball, people.
Winning that point all starts with that serve.
She's moved her set location from the pin
There's that
to
middle
the
again.
middle,
Yep.
and I mean, I'm a chairborne ranger here. I didn't think it was a good idea, but it's one of those things. It's just wait and see, right?
See what
This is why we
happens.
play.
Yep.
Yeah. Wow, there's a good block. That's 12-10 on the other court. Jeez. Everything she does
just straight down.
is like a different gravity.
Yep.
You know, like on the moon, like gravity, it's just
Yeah.
you just move wherever you want, and then there's Earth, right?
It just comes so easy to her.
Yeah, her gravity is on a different planet. The thing it just drops really fast. There's that middle set she likes, and
There's that 4. We were
Yeah.
just talking about running a play.
so what do you think, Coach? Maybe that middle set gives her a better court vision.
Maybe opens
Where
up the
sets of
court.
pin,
Yeah.
she had limited vision. Maybe?
Yeah, maybe a little limited. Or the sun.
Mhm.
I know the sun's been playing an effect with a lot of people.
Yeah. Yeah, that's one of the other tricky things about Motherlode sun and tree mixture.
Yep. In and out of the shadows.
Yes.
Oh. Nope.
Pottstown Rumble, Jeff Samuels and Chase Frischman were playing at the tree. They had their pool play. You would have thought they'd be closer to center court. They put them. They put him so far from center court. If I called Jeff, they would have charged me long distance. It was just
International calling.
Give us money.
No cell phone coverage out there.
Yeah, very limited. 1712 Xfinity, Colorado rocks. Xfinity internet service. Thank you. Shout out to you guys. 1712. And if they're going to do something, it has to be now. There's a little bit of a break. And speaking of breaks.
There's a break.
Yes. And there's the second exhale of the match.
Yep.
Finally got you won a long rally. Finally got a real point.
Yep. It's big. Just keep chucking away. Game's never done. I've seen some big upsets happen in the last end of games.
One of the things that makes this place magical. It's just you could be up by a lot. And remember Skylar Joel Soul in Denver. That's a story I'll tell after this. There's line over and
Crisp shot.
It's just what happens when she gets a good pass. She takes care of that first hit. You're like, okay, all right, what's
move
next?
on. Move on.
You know?
Best defenders in the world only get like 3 or 4 digs.
Up and down set, 18-13. That ball's wide.
Just wide. Lucky break.
Yes. And again, now's the time. At this point, they've gotten more breaks than Lindsay Lohan in court. They have to use this.
I like
remember that the Lindsay Lohan days. The judge is like, all right, I know. That ball sails and then that's a no. You want to miss long because they at least have a decision to make.
Especially after you get a good break.
But at least if you miss long, they have a decision to pass it or not.
Yep.
Right? You hit the net.
Jam them. Anything can happen if it gets over that net.
Perfect pass by Jazz. There's the back set and trying to work a set, moving away from it. Match point opportunity number 1. Difficult ball to set, and this is why high-level players do it, and guys like me don't. Mind you, I'm an indoor setter. I'm just not doing that.
It's a tough set for anyone.
Wow.
Interesting.
There's that
teardrop shot.
And there's a switch, what could possibly be the last switch of the game. Though the court happening right now, we're in set 1 over there. 17-14. Keeping you guys up to speed, court 1. Samuels and
whoa. Okay.
There's a smile.
You know that would have been devastating if they would have served another one.
Great post-match interview with Jasmine Martinez yesterday. She was still shaking from like all the energy and finally just my
God,
goodness.
Got another one. This is a very nervous environment if you've never played it and people don't know what to expect when you come down here your first time.
No, there were bees on the court, but there's a buzz here
Yep.
from where we're sitting with the fans. Perfect pass. No, not perfect pass.
Oh, here we go.
Three in a
This is
row,
the timeout,
and
right? Veteran timeout?
I
Do we get a veteran
think-
timeout here?
Well, I think the veteran timeout is maybe checking the lines, maybe
Something.
having a little dialogue
Oh.
with your partner, but no, she's
I would
back in right
yeah.
away.
Serve it again.
Nothing, like you said, nothing
Yeah.
wrong with just calling timeout right now.
Nope.
Perfect pass. Katie Pyles.
Oh,
There's the touch. Free
Oh.
ball. Looking for the match. Over on 2.
Oh, here we go.
She's back up.
Big point.
Land. Not
Ooh,
yet.
Not done. But a
We're
rally.
going to Pyles.
Oh, and what a game.
And she's like, not the way I wanted to end it. Mikasa and Mikasa crime as far as the tape side
Yeah.
is concerned.
You know the tape's
But the
hurting right
net
now.
result, par for the course, is the same. Winners 2-0. Great game. Huh,
It was a
Coach?
great game. Great game.
Yeah. So let's jump over to this court, catch the end of the first set, and then we'll make a command decision if we'll have that as its own file. Maybe, I don't know.
Yep.
Looks like a good winners bracket match, but I was gonna wait for the match after. But for everybody now, a little bonus coverage. We're right here with
Jeff?
on the men's court. A lot of high blocking. I've been
There's
watching.
some high
I
flyers.
have a very
here.
wide lens watching both courts, and
Are we up? What time do we play? Sorry, Jay. Okay. I'm gonna get back to work, sir.
yes, sir.
I'll
Hey,
let
thank
do
you
your
for
thing.
joining
Thank
me,
you,
my
man.
man. Meantime, I'm just gonna
Keep
see if
up
I
the good work.
Oh, thank you, man.
You're a legend, Doug.
Oh man, oh, I'm flattered. I'm flattered, my man. Sam Schachter, look at him coming from the Olympics, coming to Motherlode, and he's actually going to be in Hermosa Beach. I don't remember his partner, but I had Mark Paulehi on the podcast, and it's going to be a lot of mix and match in Hermosa Beach this week. Miles Partain is playing with Alex Rangieri. I live 6 blocks from where they're playing, so I'll be there. Hey, Coach Candace, thanks for sticking with us. This is a match of interest, so we got a little bonus coverage because my next match is going to be a men's match anyway, so I'm just going to stay with that camera, the camera on court 1.
2 minutes, court 2. What do we got going on court 3?
It's supposed to be. Well, if they're playing on court 2, it should be Jen, Moody, and Haas and Lycan. Jen and Moody, Haas and Lycan. I think.
Third round, right?
Because we went back to the winners bracket.
Only this one is. That stays on here.
Oh, okay. I
So this
think.
will say winners the rest of the day.
So match 29. They play the loser of match 15, which is. Oh, you have to wait for this game, I guess. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, I think that's what it's saying.
So who's Jeff playing right now?
Renata, Jordan, are you guys here?
Let's go to the men's.
Renata, come here. Jordan Moody.
Hey, you. How you doing today?
Good, how are you?
Okay, just trying to jump around.
I've been loving you on the mic.
Yes?
Yeah, the energy.
Cool, man. Thank you.
Lindsay, are
That
you
means
here?
a lot to me.
Lindsay, Jen, Jordan Moody, you guys here?
I'm actually going to try to see if I get a scoreboard for this.
Oh, yeah.
Jeff is playing who? Felt and Octave. Jillian Octave. That's that guy's name. I was just like, I saw him and Jeff at the net, and they both went up, and they both stayed in the air. It looked like some Matrix shit. Cool, man.
It's like, who can be an athlete better on that?
Yes, but they're running out of airtime. I'm like, the blocker's like, are you gonna do something or not? You
I
know?
know. Like, what are you
Yeah.
gonna do? I'm gonna stay here
When you guys up? When you guys up?
right now.
Right now?
Uh-huh.
Here?
Yeah.
Cool.
Hannah and Jesse and Mary and Katie Vatera. Are you guys here?
Lindsay, come here. Faster. I don't know. Brian walked away now.
I'm coming. Anxiety is my middle name.
Okay, go.
15 minutes, court 3.
Who's the other winners on the bottom? Who's the last one? Like Mary and Mary's child.
Yeah.
Five two. Hey guys, thanks for joining me for this bonus coverage. Women's game's done. Sokolowski, Kitty Pyles not getting paid by the hour. So here we are on court 1 for this winners bracket match and kind of separating the men from the boys. I'll get you a score in a minute. In fact, I'll do one better. I'll get you a scoreboard. There it is. There's our scoreboard.
Oh, cool. Yeah, that court. Perfect. Yeah.
So for those of you that just joined us live for the women's match is over. I won't spoil it for you. If anyone wants to rewind, just watch the match. But that match is over. And I was going to tell you who won, but you guys will rewind and watch it organically, and I won't spoil it for you. But for now, a little bonus coverage. We got Jeff Samuels. We got Olympian Sam Schachter going against Alec Felt and Jillian Octave. Alec usually wears the crop top for the Motherlode, and he and his partner's not with him. So he just decided to go garden variety tank top. It's been a fun match to watch. As the score is 7-4, I'll fix that for you. Pretty good pass, and Alec, really hard swing, but sometimes when you swing into a block like that, it looks equally as high impact and doubling up on them 8-4. There's Jeff. Wow, didn't see the pull, did he? Look like it's just trying to go over the top. There's the one-arm bandit, but got a little Nemo at the net. Jeff, of course, ever the sportsman. Camera shot, apologies. I don't have the entire camera shot. As you can see, I'm missing the corners on the line, but I made an executive decision about being closer and more intimate over full court view. And when this match is over and when we start the next live stream, I'll certainly move the camera where you can see the whole court. But for just experimenting and what people like a little bit more. Wow, Sam Schachter. Just great elevation, good disguise. Little stay home, traditional one block defense. He read it like a book. Scores 10-5. I think I lost my scoreboard, but I will double check that for you guys in a minute. There it is. Got it. Scoreboard's back, guys. Wow, Jeff with a once again high impact swing, but met with an equally high impact block. Scores 7-10 here. Once again, it's bonus coverage till we go back to the ladies. Just going to check my schedule and see what's up next. Guys in the back are helping me out. Brilliant job by Ryan Martinez, who's the man behind the plan and some of the work he does behind the scenes. I know everyone thinks it's not that hard, but there's only a handful of guys that can do it at this location with what he has to work with under the circumstances. Just there's only a handful of guys that are with him on this one. So big up to you, Ryan. Mad love. There's the option, bounce off of his head. A legal hit in the sport of beach volleyball. Unconventional, but there's a short serve handled okay by Alec, and Alec read the defense, and Jeff with a big smile on his face because he knew he got busted, but the same time. Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good, and that ball goes out. They're one away from the technical timeout. Ty Coots running back and forth. And I believe the score is 14-7 as we enter the technical timeout. No, it's 13-8 technical timeout. Hey, Ryan. Ryan. Hey, Ryan. When you get a chance, can I borrow Kitty Pyles?
Yeah, go.
I would appreciate it. I'm doing a little bonus coverage, court one. Doing a little bonus coverage for court one, and everyone calls me a homer when it comes to Jeff Samuels, but I am admittedly so, and why not? Great player and even better human being. What's not to like? Down ball opportunity, looking to get to 8. And man, he splits the uprights. Jeff, the sportsman that he is, all I can do is smile and say, hey, you got me. Sorry, I got 14-8. We'll fix that. Jillian Octave asking to steal some balls from center court, and she's like, hey, we're in a match too. It's like, go away, get your own. Jeff with a very good disguise, good elevation, academic. ABC later on that line over. Thank you. Once again, for those of you that just joined us, a little bonus coverage. I'm not going to tell you who won the women's game. You could rewind, and I won't spoil it for you. But for now, you got Jeff Samuels, Sam Schachter against Alec Felt and Jillian Octave, or Octave. I'll get that pronunciation later. And there's a short serve, and Alec is a very athletic person, but clearly you saw he reacted to that after the ball crossed the net, and we teach that in juniors. You have to have a read and react before it crosses the net. Anyone who coaches juniors, you ask your kids, do you have more reaction time or less? And they're like, less, coach. You got us. Score is 17-8. Someone just said there's money on the ground. It distracted me. Someone just said there's money on the ground. And who better to find said money than Katie Pyles? I recognize your voice, but what you said made everyone just stand up and look. Yeah. You can put that on if you want. Or you could just use the mic. I got a mic, but the headset works. We can hear each other.
Hear each other?
Yeah, like below. See how I'm below mine? Here's the camera shot. There she is, joined by the winner and finalist last year and reigning champion 2 years ago. The honeymoon's back on, huh?
Yeah.
What do you say? Hold on, as we get a quick score here on this bonus coverage.
Nice.
So I'm doing bonus coverage, and I told everybody if you want to know who won, rewind. I don't want to spoil it for them.
Okay. Yeah.
So you won 2 years ago.
Yeah.
You beat Will Patton Spieler. I was here for that. I had
Yeah.
the honor, duty, and privilege of emceeing.
Yeah.
And then last year, finals. The cream rises to the top.
With Carly.
Yeah, right. and best friends become strangers for a match, right? So what was the decision behind reigniting this this fantastic marriage you two guys have?
Oh, Lena and I mean, we've always had good chemistry, and I love playing with her. And we finished off the season together, went to Virginia Beach, qualified there together, and
That's
finished
right.
the rest of the season together. So, and I mean,
Gnarly
she's one of
qualifier.
my favorite partners. So it's always just like so easy to go back onto the court with her. It's like don't skip a beat.
Gnarly qualifier, by the way. That was
Oh my god, that was the hottest tournament I've ever played in. That was so fun though.
you're like yes, and then medic.
Yeah, right.
So from the last 2 years up to this point, let's talk a little bit about Lena. Let's talk about our Ukrainian sensation. Were there one or two things where you saw significant or maybe small improvement from last Motherlode to this?
I mean, she's been working hard. She's hitting the weights. She's, way more explosive. Just, you could just tell the way and the confidence too. Like it's always been there, but I think this year it's really like, I know what I need to do and I know that I'm going to get it done.
Yeah.
So I think those two things.
Well, for sure, let's talk about conditioning. You look like you're in fantastic shape. I saw you 2 years ago. You were always in shape. You even had a kid the other day, and you're in shape. You're like my wife. You're like my wife. You have like a baby and do like 200 sit-ups and then go back on the court. Oh, look, it's like it never happened. And
Well, when
all
you're
the
like,
all the other girls, like we hate her.
when you're like, I can play volleyball again, it's just like you can't stop.
But here's an even better compliment. Judging by the way you look and the way you're moving around, right, and me seeing you play, I'll be so bold as to suggest you're in better shape than you were the last 2 years.
Yeah,
There are some people that are aging like wine. There's some people that age like vinegar. I'm very, very impressed with your conditioning. I'm very impressed with your cruise control. You operate at this certain percentage that allows you to sustain that for a whole match, certainly a whole tournament.
Right.
And is that something that you feel out on the court? Like I feel pretty.
Absolutely.
I feel pretty darn good out
Absolutely.
there.
I mean, and even like postpartum, like so skinny. I didn't have time to go to the weight room, any of this. And I worked with Reed Hall this off season actually and did a strength advert program 6 months. And I finally feel like I'm healthy, like I'm strong and healthy and not like I'm just going to get injured. And like 2.5 years that took to, feel like myself again. So,
and here you
so
are.
Thank you for noticing that because I did put a lot of hard work in this.
Yeah,
this off-season.
I'm a nerd. This is I really, I'm like
we all are.
I'll say something and everybody's like, why is this guy watching me like that?
We all are all volleyball nerds, right?
Like I got TKN on the podcast, all right? And I mentioned a book by Hildebrand called Unbroken.
Mm-hmm.
And they had just seen the movie a half hour before they got on the podcast.
Awesome.
So it's just one
They're
of those
great.
things. Now, before you go, thanks for joining me, by the way.
Of course.
Thanks for listening to me yap away. Is there one or two things you want to do a little bit better without giving away your strategy as you continue to go? Do you play one more today or you're done?
Yes. Oh, one more.
One more. Okay. Yeah. It's good. Winner's bracket's good, huh?
Right.
Head above
Sitting
water.
pretty, yeah.
Doesn't matter how deep that ocean is. I'm swimming up top.
Right.
Maybe one or two things you're like, I think I want to do this a little bit better before the next match.
For sure. I've already thought about that, obviously. Just staying patient on defense. Get into that pocket early, trusting that Lena's going to give me the time to run those balls down. And then ideally getting served and just getting that ball to the sand as quick as possible.
For some of the other players who are watching that have been watching you playing sensational defense that want to do a little bit more like you or to be as patient as you, how long did it take for you to get from just like basic 1 and 2 blocks, the ability to just trust yourself to stay home and test the limitations of what you can do and what you can't do, right? Because I'm 54 years old. I'm gonna play a team, and if I can't get it, I'm gonna start cheating.
Yeah, right.
I'm gonna start taking that jerk step, and then
do.
they'll see that in reverse field.
Yeah.
So how long did that take for you to get to this place where like I'm home, I know my limitations, I know what I can and can't do, and I'm trusting this? Is that a?
I mean, I'm still working on it, but I think it's also comes with the partner that you're playing with, that you're trusting that they take this, and I can trust that I can just sit home, like you're saying, I don't have to cheat. I think that's a work in progress, and it's always Kristen that you watch, how patient she is, and just sitting in that pocket, knowing that she can touch anything over Taryn. Like she's one of the idols to watch with patience, right? Well, great defender anyway. But.
Well, I only brought her up because her demeanor and yours are very much the same.
You think so?
I've spoken to you briefly once or twice. I won't profess to know you, right?
Right.
I know her. It's safe to say I know her a heck of a lot better. She's come on a podcast twice, and the third time by herself. It's the only time she's done it without whatever. We went an hour and 45. You get to know somebody,
Yeah, yeah.
right? And I see a lot of you in her as far as how patient you are on defense from the game perspective and off the court perspective, how you treat people, how you talk to people. You talk to kids, you're at eye level, you're here. You know, her eye level's involuntary. She's short, right?
Yeah.
But I am attracted to people who know how to treat people.
Mhm.
I'm an East Coast guy. I'm a hater
Mhm.
from New York. So I just wanted to say that before you left.
Thank you.
I really love your ambassadorship. I love the way you treat everybody the same.
Thank you.
And I love that you get respect because you give respect. You're just tremendous. You are the example, and and the example becomes the exception.
Thank you. I
Yeah?
appreciate that.
Cool. Don't you cry. No, I'm just kidding.
No.
No, but I mean that. Okay.
Thank you.
Hey guys. Hey, let's say thanks to this young lady for joining us. We expect to see her in the finals. Katie Pyles, piling it on, people. So, guys, we got to get ready for our next match. We're featuring a men's match, and then after that, another women's match. But for all of you at home, stay with me. Watch out for the next live stream and chill to the next episode. We're out. Katie, thank you. Yes.